сука, не поверила, что мне 16. Да, это Москва, и мы умеем отрываться, мы умеем делать звук, мы умеем делать так.
Guys, what is up? It's your boy Prwell'Z here. I'm back with another Wi-Fi battle. We post wins, losers, draws. And there's going to be a question in the middle of the video, at the end of the video. So let's get started, man. Looking at my opponent's team, he got a couple of threats there. The Scissor, the Gosh Chop. Who knows what Drev Blim could do? They could be very erratic. But let's get started, man. I got a good team with me. You know what I mean? You see my Swellow. You see the skunk tank with me. We out here. And so he's gonna go into his Gosh Chop out here, Sharpedo head, and I go into my Milk Tank. So we come out here, man. You know how we get down, Pink Karen and all. So I know that I could take a Outrage or Earthquake from this thing, so I decided to just go for Stealth Rocks. But he actually go for Stealth Rocks of his own, and we're just playing hot potato with the rocks. So we got the rocks out and chilling. So now I'm like, okay, I don't really care about losing health from rough skin, because I could just gain it back with the milk drink. So I'm like, you know what, let's just start body slamming people, because this is a 250-pound cow and we're out here ready to just start stepping on people. So this was the first one to get body slammed, and he eat that up. He's like, yeah, that probably turned him on. But I'm like, you know what, let's go for another body slam, because I don't really need my Milk Tank. So if it goes for a break, it's like whatever. But here we actually get the para hack. So his body slam is is effective. But anywho, the Scissor actually goes for a defog. I'm like, dang, this goddamn knuckle face having. I'm like, you know what? All right, whatever. So this thing does hit me with bullet punch. I'm like, you know what? Let's get these rocks back up, because I need rocks. You know what I mean? We love rocks. And anyway, we go for another Stealth Rocks, and we're gonna eat some leftovers. So I know he's gonna probably go for the defog next turn. So this is my opportunity to switch out and go into my Typhlosion, and my Typhlosion come out here, man, volcanic and all. And what do you guys like? Do you guys like the regular Typhlosion, or do you guys like the Hussein Typhlosion from Legend Arceus? Let me know down in the comments. But to me, I really like the Johto one. It's just always been dope. It's nostalgic. But anyway, I'm like, you know what? I know anybody who has Scissor on a fire type against a fire type Pokemon is gonna switch out. So I decided to go for an Earthquake to whatever comes in, and here he actually goes into Gastrodon. So Gastrodon eats that up, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just switch out and go into my Venusaur. Yeah, so I switch out, and I'm like, yo, Venusaur, you gotta come through, man, and do some damage. So we come out here, shining cool, and this thing's actually gonna go for a Scald, and you know how Scald get down, man. We're gonna get the burn, and we're gonna be really mad at that. So this guy is destroying the rainforest out here, and I hate this Gary the Snail Pokemon. So I'm like, you know what, let's go for a Sleep Powder. But Venusaur obviously left his glasses at home, and it messes. So now this thing's gonna go for a Miracle, so we don't get damage. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I'm like, you know what, let's go for a Giga Drain. But I know he's definitely gonna switch out here, because he's not gonna stay in again for Giga Drain. So here he actually goes into Lapras. I'm not really sure what was his thought process. I'm assuming that he was expecting a Sleep Powder again, but I do hit this thing with the Giga Drain, and that does heaps. We're happy with that damage. That's good damage right there. And Lapras is gonna get some leftovers, and we're gonna get some burn damage. So I'm like, okay, then I know that we could just continue spamming Giga Drain, because it is gonna take it out. And this thing does go for Ice Shot, and that does pretty good damage. But I'm like, whatever, man, that's cool, bruh. And we could just hit this thing with another Giga Drain, and we could get all of that back. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna probably switch out, or he's gonna sack off this Lapras here. And right now we're looking really good, because Lapras, it could be a threat depending on what his movesets are. So you know what I mean, we're gonna get burnt and eat leftovers. I'm like, you know what, might as well just go for a Giga Drain to take this thing out. And here he actually decides to switch out and go into Scizor. So Scissor come out here, Red Lobster, and I go hit this thing with a Giga Drain. So I'm like, okay, Scissor is like a hard counter to my Venus, so I can't really do much to this thing. So I have no choice but to switch. So we're gonna get some burn damage here, and I'm like, you know what? Let's get out of here because we don't want to take any bullet punches from this thing. So I decided to be cool and switch out and go right back to Typhlosion. So here I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go for the flame charge, hoping the Scizor stays in. But anyway, Scizor does go for the roost, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go for the flame charge. Fingers crossed that this Scizor stays in, but no, it doesn't. And he actually goes into Gastrodon. So Gastrodon comes out here, and I go for the flame charge, and that doesn't do anything to this thing. So I'm like, you know what? Okay, we might as well just stay in and fight this thing, because Gastrodon does have it's at the point where a couple of earthquakes can take this thing out. But anyway, I do go for an earthquake, and that does pretty good damage. But this thing's gonna burn me all over my face. But Typhlosion is a boss, and I'm able to live it, and we get to eat our lychee berry. So we're gonna have attack boost. So here I can actually go for another earthquake, and I'm pretty sure that this earthquake is gonna take it out because with the attack boost. So I do go for the earthquake. Down goes Gastrodon. Get out of here, boy. You're not messing with us, boy. So anyway, here he decides to go out to Drift Blim, and so I'm like, you know what? Let's just go for the Shadow Claw. Hopefully we get a crit and take it out. But I do hit this thing with a Shadow Claw, and it doesn't take it out, man. Crazy. But Drift Blim is gonna go for a Tailwind, and I'm like, what the heck? You're gonna really just blow past me? Like, come on, man. But I'm like, let's just go for the Flame Charge here, and I believe that's gonna take out this thing. So another Flame Charge, and down goes Drift Blim. But Drift Blim do have the Aftermath, and it's not an unburdened one, so I'm gonna go down also. So it is right now it's an empty match, and I like empty matches because now we get to quick draw a Pokemon. And I'm here, he decides to go into Garchomp, and then here I go into the Blissy. So I know that I'm pretty sure I could take a attack from this thing, because I'm pretty sure it's not an adamant Garchomp, but here I decided to go into he decides to go into Scizor. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm not really worried about that. And I use Defense Curl. Defense Curl on a Blissy is unbelievable. I still can't believe that they put that move in this Pokemon. So here I decided to go for a Fire Blast, hoping I could take it out. But here he decides to switch out, and he goes into Gardevoir. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. And it's gonna trace a Natural Cure. So I do go for the Fire Blast, and Fire Blast does poop damage. I'm like, okay, we're gonna need some Calm Minds, because this definitely ain't working. So this thing does hit me with a Moonblast, and we do get the special attack drop, and that is not good. That is not good at all. So we're gonna get deep in our thoughts with the Calm Mind, and we're gonna get our special attack back. So I think I'm gonna need at least 2 or 3 Calm Minds to actually start doing damage. But anyways, this Gardevoir and we are going to eat our leftovers, because this is going to seem like kind of a stalling match here. But, you know, when you're battling Blissys, you know how we get down. We stall everything. And this thing is going to hit me with a Psychic, try to bring my special defense down. But I'm like, nah, man, we're not worried. And let's get deep in our thoughts again. So right now, what I'm trying to do is just trying to make Blissy become a wall. Dang, there's a lot of cards out here. But anyway, so this thing is gonna go for a Wish, and I'm like, oh my god, unbelievable. You know what I mean? So what am I doing? So I go for the Calm Mind again, get deep in our thoughts, get special attack and defense up again, and we're gonna start eating some leftovers. Yada yada yada, same old. But yeah, guys, question of the day: what is your favorite normal Pokemon? What is your favorite normal Pokemon? Let me know down in the comments. Normal Pokemon, like competitively normal Pokemon, they're pretty terrible. You know what I mean? Besides like Blissey, Clefable, Man, who else? Yeah, but what is your favorite normal Pokemon? I mean, if it's not competitively, then it'll probably be. I don't even know. That's a that's a really good question. But let me know down in the comments, guys. What is your favorite normal Pokemon? Anyways, his thing is gonna hit him with an ice shot, and we eat that up. And here I decided to go for the fire blast, and that does heaps to this thing. But he is gonna get some leftovers, but I'm pretty sure another fire blast will take this thing out. So we're gonna eat leftovers, and look, like Blissy ain't going anywhere, man. It's crazy. So I can't just go for another fly blast. The thing is gonna hit me with a ice beam, and it does poop damage to me because we have like 5 special defense. So we're gonna hit this thing with a fire blast. Down goes Lapras. Let's go. So right now he has the Gosh Chop, Scizor, and Gardevoir. So Gardevoir come out here looking pretty, and it's gonna get the tracing again. So I'm like, should I go for the Calm Mind or should I go for the Fire Blast? Yada yada yada. Because I know I need to conserve my PP for the Scizor. So this thing does hit me with a Moon Blast, and I guess the special attack drop again. Like unbelievable. So I hit this thing with Fire Blast, and that does good damage. I'm happy with that damage right there. So we are gonna get some leftovers, and here I'm gonna go for another Fire Blast, hoping I can take this thing out. So this thing do go for another Moon Blast, and it's just an all-out brawl right now. You know what I mean? It's a cat fight, women versus women, and it's crazy because we're really doing good right now. You know what I mean? Don't mess with the Blissy, man. Don't mess with the Blissy. So I'm gonna hit this thing with an ice beam, and this thing is gonna go for a wish. I'm like, save yourself, man. It's not gonna work. So I hit this thing with an ice beam, and down goes Gardevoir. Let's go. So his last 2 Pokemon is the Scizor and the Goshawk. So here I decided to use Ice Beam because it's gonna one-shot this thing, and we do have 3 minutes left. So he decides to switch out, and I'm like, oh my god, not this. So I don't want the timer to run out, so I'm assuming what he's trying to do is just keep on switching and stuff like that to make me lose my PP. But no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that at all. So I decided to just go for the Ice Beam again, expecting him to switch out. So he does. What was, and I'm able to hit the Garchomp with an Ice Beam. So I hit the Garchomp with the Ice Beam, and down goes Garchomp. Let's go. Yeah, man. So yeah, guys, also please like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. You know what I mean? I just need 3 followers to get to 1050. Like and subscribe, guys. There's like 73% of you guys not subscribed, but you guys watch the vids. Please, thank you. Anyways, this thing does hit me with a bullet punch, and that does pretty good damage. I'm like, dang, even with a defense curl up. But I'm like, you know what? We could just hit this thing with a Fire Blast, and that's gonna take it out. I did hit a misclick there when I used Ice Beam, but anyways, I could just hit this thing again with a Fire Blast, and that's the match, guys. We post wins, losers, draws, and all right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.